Hello guys, welcome to Gusto Live Reactions once again. So they didn't tell us that they've started already. Before we
Before you.
before I
Yeah,
but you're pressing phone
yeah,
too
your
now.
own.
Hello guys, welcome to Gusto Reactions today. Thank you so much for liking and sharing, subscribing. Yes, telling your friends about what we do right here at Gusto TV. Thank you so much. It's a lovely Friday evening. Thank God it's Friday. Yes, hope you guys are having fun. Hope you guys are on your way home already. If you're still at the office, hope you are enjoying, you're chilling. It's a weekend and we have WIZKID on the table today. It's still the Grammy week, so yes, we are still talking about the Grammy Awards. WIZKID, of course, two major nominations at the Grammys from the for the song and the album Made in Lagos, Essence. Made in Lagos got the global music album. Essence got the best global music performance, and of course we know a lot of people were disappointed. Lala, people were legit disappointed. Now, I've gone through a lot of comments, I've seen a lot of tweets and everything, and it seems that there's one particular what's the name again? One particular nomination that WIZKID FC have been looking for, and that is the record of the year, the best music record of the year. Were you disappointed that it did not make it, or were you surprised, or were you shocked?
See, I won't say I was shocked or surprised. It always looked like it was going to be something like a Herculean task for WIZ to achieve, or anyone from Nigeria or Africa, at least, you get.
For a song of the summer?
Yes. See, Grammy just for the United States alone? Of course, it's not. It's Song of the Song in the United States, and I don't think it's called the Song of the Summer in the UK.
That's the biggest music market in the world.
Of course, it's the biggest music market in the world, but there are still songs out there that they don't term Song of the Summer that have outperformed Essence, and that's pure fact. We know the basis of a Grammy nomination is not based off what's it called? It's not based off how successful. I mean, how many units of sales you have done and everything. But still, it looked like WIZKID had a good chance. Everything was pointing towards that. A lot of people have made pronouncements like, "Oh, it's sure it's going to get something outside of the usual global category." It looks like we're going to get into one of the big categories, the main category.
Yeah.
Everything was pointing to that fact. But there had been changes to how Grammy comes about its nomination, which the CEO actually talked about, and maybe that was a factor in the reason why WIZ was not nominated. I wasn't shocked that it didn't make it, because I was only half-heartedly in there thinking, oh, it will make it. There was optimism in the air.
Optimism, yeah.
It would just infect you and be like, of course, you will get it. But again, it's the Grammys. I mean, the mere fact that he's being talked about in that space alone is good. That yes, they can consider someone for such main categories. Was I disappointed? Yes, I'll be disappointed, because if he had gotten it, it would have been very, very pleasing to everybody, especially Nigerians. I mean, it would be like, oh wow, Nigerians are now getting into the main categories
At the Grammys.
At the Grammys by themselves, not by being featured with the American stars. So that's the only disappointing part of it.
Okay, well, if you say you're not, surprised, but I think Billboard maybe were surprised, and because this, the Grammy CEO was asked, about WIZKID, so he says, so I felt like the timing was right for membership to be able to directly decide who the nominees were. That's why we felt good with removing the nominations review committee at the time that we did it. So there was a nomination. There's always been a nominations review committee after the nomination had been made.
Yes.
So he said, asked about WIZKID not making the record of the year finals. Mason said, it's a great record. He's a very talented artist. I can't speak to why I didn't make it, but I really do love the record. So that means, for people to be asking, why did WIZKID not make it, then we should be asking too.
The why did WIZKID not make it, at the end of the day, whether you like it or not, is agenda. People would always come up with their agendas. Rolling Stone, the expected platform, right? Billboard, the expected platform, they have been tipping this record. So obviously, if their prediction doesn't go right, they would always ask that question. Okay, why is it not? Asking this question is just putting this man on the spot unnecessarily. He's not going to tell you, oh, this is why he did not make it. Because he's come up to say, oh, there's actually voting membership. There's membership, people who are directly registered with the Grammys and are the ones who would decide the nominations. We don't also decide the votes, of these categories, right? They are the ones who have made this decision. And you know there's maybe 11 or 12,000 of them that have decided that, okay, this is it. Among those 12,000, there are different people from different walks of life. There are people who don't even listen to that kind of music. On that platform, there are people who don't send. There are people who, whether you like them or not, might not even like the fact that, it's an African trying to enter a main category. Traditionally, there will be people like that in there. So people would naturally be disappointed and want to find answers in all these places.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, awards are awards. They are popularity contests, and they can be manipulated whether you like it or not. Whether they're the biggest of the awards or the smallest of the awards, they can be manipulated. In this case, I can't say for a fact that WIZ was cheated, but looking at the songs that are recorded, they're all big songs. They're all big songs that have outperformed WIZ, and this outperforming is the yardstick we use. For example, on Afrima, when a certain Ibawan is winning, how is he more popular than a WIZKID? So these other guys who are on that nomination list, how are they less popular than WIZKID? How have their songs been less? As compared to WIZ. People are only saying, okay, people are terming it Song of the Summer. Let's not forget, there isn't an official body that awards what the Song of the Summer is.
Yes.
There is also people who have been coming up with this agenda of Song of the Summer. Respected names who have been saying, yes, this is the Song of the Summer. But they are not official body that termed it Song of the Summer. You get, and doesn't necessarily automatically mean, yes, Grammy will consider it because it was termed Song of the Summer. I think at this junction, we'll just allow it with the Grammys. We'll give it another shot another time, whether with WIZKID or with another artist.
Looking at another shot, I have this, there's this thing in my head. Now, with how successful Essence was, with how successful it is still going right now, with how big it was, a Song of the Summer by so many outlets in the US, scattering everywhere and everything, and still did not make the record of the year. What kind of Afrobeat song will now make the record of the year if WIZKID's Essence could not make it?
Well, see, they themselves had already categorized. They didn't categorize Essence as Afrobeat, right? Or maybe perhaps at the end of it, that's what they decided to do. Like, this is an Afrobeat record. That's what to do on R&B Song of the Year or Song of the Year in the Grammys. Maybe that's what they decided. I don't know. But everything points out to Essence being considered R&B in the US.
Yeah.
You get. So if he's not making these platforms, these categories there, with another song that will make it would have to still follow the same trend. It can't be a traditional Afrobeat record. It has to be something that, people over there would really feel. Sang in full English, no, no local language, no Yoruba, no Igbo now.
WIZKID did it.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it went far, didn't it?
Yeah.
But some people will turn around and say, oh, but there's a certain CK who is singing Pakalamisi and the same Americans are chopping it up and enjoying it. Of course, that's a clear fact. But the actual components of that song just points towards R&B.
Yeah.
So anybody who's looking to make an appearance at this category, unless Grammy turns around in the future and be like, okay, fine, we're going to have an Afrobeat category or an African category for that kind of music, I think we're still going to be facing these sort of challenges because the genre of music is important to whoever is voting. They might be looking at it like, okay, Song of the Year. I'm sorry that I'm making all these people, but
I'm a record of the year.
Record of the year, and then looking at it and be like, this Afrobeat artist, Afrobeat star. Let's go and put him in.
Global music.
Let's put him in global music where it seems like that's where they want Africans to always dominate. But look at the global music, but the two categories are dominated
by Africans.
It's like, is that the new African category? People call it African category. We know what we're doing. We know what we're fighting for. So it's a bitter pill to swallow for WIZ and FC and every other person. There can always be another shot. It can be WIZKID, it can be any other artist. There's a new wave of artists making credible progress in that market. There's going to be another song coming. You've seen what CK is doing. You've seen what Amare is doing.
Yeah.
Please, 2022, just watch out. Somebody else will come in, and then will be this all over again.
All over again.
But I don't think anybody should rest until we are able to get our song by Nigerian, song by an African, into
in the
main
major
category of the Grammy. It will be such a huge thing for us.
Now, disappointment is something that either brings people down or spur them on and everything. For WIZKID, which of the two do you think would happen?
Well, I'm not so sure personally if he was expecting it. Of course, but when all these interviews are coming up and people are talking like Grammy contender, Grammy this, Grammy that, you know how many pronouncements and many prophets that have come on because of all these pointers, and all of a sudden they just clipped everybody's wings. You get those kind of things are disappointing.
Yeah.
Of course, you will feel disappointed. The team will feel disappointed, but they'll be grateful at least that they're making new categories at the Grammy for the first time. It's not also an easy feat, but they'll be. The only disappointment is okay with all this effort, with all these posts. Is this the best we're able to gather at the Grammys? So that means we need to do more than what we're doing right now. We should only just spur them on to do more from the next project. Whatever you think you've achieved right now, you need to achieve double of it. At least we considered in that category.
Because I can imagine a WIZKID or his fans actually looking at WIZKID in the same category and saying WIZKID Essence, John Baptiste, Doja Cat, HCL, like in that, like on a particular line, like okay, Wiz is contending with the like, not with of course shout out to Angelique Kidjo, major respect to fella Femi Kuti as well, but fans
that's what
WIZKID,
they wanted.
Yes, they want to see a Doja Cat.
If they got that,
WIZKID,
then they'll be like
HCL, John Baptiste.
What if they had gotten that? They'll be like, Wiz is clear, beg.
Yeah, we know they drag with
bragging right, and they fight. Bragging right.
Oh my days. Anyways, the Grammy CEO has come out to say, you know what, guys, about WIZKID not making record of the year. It's a great record. He's a very talented artist. I can't speak to why I didn't make it, but I do really love the record now.
People have been saying, "Oh, this guy is basic. This guy looks like he's half black to me now."
Yeah, of course. But for me, I even think for a Grammy CEO to know about WIZKID, to certify WIZKID as a talented artist and everything, for him to say he loves the record as well,
that's a plus.
It's a plus.
Yeah,
it's a major plus. But guys, let's have your thoughts on this one. I mean, we've heard a lot of is it fair? It's not fair. WIZKID missed our record of the year and everything. That was what we all wanted and all of that. What do you think about that one? WIZKID missing out on the record of the year at the 2022 Grammys holding January 31st, 2022. Exactly. Essence missed out on that, but he got the Global Music Performance. He also got the Global Music Album. Of course, challenging the likes of Angelique Kidjo, Femi Kuti, Made Kuti, of course, Burna Boy as well. Their terms alongside WIZKID. Essence song, record of the year, missing out on that one. Let's have your thoughts. Put them down below. We'll see you guys on the next one. Have a great evening and a fantastic weekend. Peace.
Peace out. And don't forget to drink water.